Hello and welcome back to Swift Owl 7 Gaming. We're in City Skylines and we are in Season 2, Episode 1. This was our Season 1 city, which we did abandon when Paradox had released the beachfront properties, and we kind of just got upset and abandoned the city. But this is the largest city I've ever built, and we are not going to continue this city. We're going to start afresh because there's been so much that has actually changed in the game. And I'm just giving you a quick flyover before we say goodbye to our Season 1 city. And I got some exciting plans for Season 2. And this is downtown stretch. We had lots of high rises in this area. Um, this was just a wonderful and truly fun build. Yes, yes, it was. Without further ado, let's kick over to our menu, if I can get to it. See all the things that have been added? Okay, there was a lot more than that when I booted up the save. We're going to do a new game. We're going to go normal. This is going to be a vanilla game starting out, but I am doing the Pittsburgh map. That reminds me of where I'm from. I don't live there anymore, but I'm a little nostalgic to the area. So, Pittsburgh map, select map. We got all the connections that we need, other than water. So we can't import water, but everything else is good to go. Oh, select map. We are going to name this map not Pittsburgh, but Owlsburg. How's that? Without an H, or do we want an H? No, we're definitely going without the H for Owlsburg. And we're going to go normal, disasters, disabled, start game. Yes. Yes, we are starting the game, and we are drinking Dr. Pepper Blackberry Soda. Okay, this is not a good start to be looking at. Okay, I was just really zoomed in. This is a lovely map. I just want to say we got lots of different play options. I'm not intending to recreate Pittsburgh. We're going to recreate this as Owlsburg. This is going to be completely different than Pittsburgh, but boy, oh boy, is this going to be so much fun. I am looking forward to it. So we got a highway starting off. Let's go ahead and pause the game. And we got some major intersections. My middle mouse button, I'm going to have to get a new mouse here pretty soon. It doesn't like me. We will utilize... I have never seen this in the game, these drawbridges. This is freaking cool. We didn't even build it. I wouldn't even have thought to build this. I want to watch it go down. Is it going to go down? It is. Look at that. It works. That's a train track bridge. We are going to be utilizing the train industry quite a bit in the shipping industry. And on this side, we've got more highway. So really, it's this highway, this one highway that comes in and out. You do have this highway going in these directions here. So that's interesting. Okay. Let's start laying down our roads. And how we're going to connect, I think we're going to connect to the lowest part of that highway. It's going to be a little difficult, but it's going to be actually very difficult. I don't have anything unlocked to do an off-ramp. Unless we did narrow one-way alley down. Not necessarily for that, but is that possible to do? Yeah, that is. Okay. That's what we're going to have to do, is a little alley coming down for our off-ramp. And we're going to stay away from... I do want this to be our city area eventually. But it's by no means going to mirror Pittsburgh. I think if we're coming down, we're going to come down to a... We probably should do a larger road than not. Let's turn off snapping. And come down. Yeah, I like that. Okay, little roads are going to be right here. So how do we want to do this? Just see what that looks like. I mean, that slope is a little steep, but I think it's going to be okay. And we'll do the same up here. We're merging back on. And we'll do quite the same over here. Maybe, possibly. Trying to get the same mirrored effect. I think that's what we want. But, and that is the direction we want too. So that works. And this is going to be slightly different here. Let's come off right here. Okay. When we come off, I think it's going to be best that we have stop sign. Oh, I can't do that yet. It's best that we have a red light. Okay, and highways, we are going to name... where's the sun at? Right up there. And I don't know what time of day it is. Is our daylight settings on? Gameplay. General. Interface, gameplay, graphics. I think it'd be under graphics. Interface. Day-night visuals is on. So eventually we'll be able to see what way is north and south. And that'll help us name some roads. Okay, now let's build up right in this area here. Let's continue on with this larger road. And just bring this down. I mean... I don't know what this is going to look like in the long run, to be honest. I really do not know. I don't even have an idea right now. Wind direction. Can I see my wind direction yet? Air pollution. It's going to go that way. So, industry needs to be down here. Residential. Let's start doing a little residential area. Let's kind of try to stay away from that highway. And... pedestrian street. Yeah, we're going to want those eventually. Let's stick with this here for right now. And do a little residential area back here. I don't even know if we want to stay close to that bridge or not. I'm going to go grid style for right now. By no means is that going to be the end-all, be-all effect. This road here is going to come down, kind of curve right along here. This road is going to end with a cul-de-sac. Okay, so that's going to be our first residential area for right now, just to get us going. We're going to need power, we're going to need water, all those great things. The rivers, the 3 rivers, and I really need to look up what these rivers' names are, because I think we should use them. It looks like it's flowing that way, but that I don't know if that makes sense in my mind. They are flowing very weirdly. Very, very weirdly. I'm not getting a solid indicator of which way we're flowing here. I'm gonna say we're flowing down and in that way. That's, I think, the correct way it should be flowing, but this definitely... Down, down, up. Okay, there's some issues going on. That's fine though. Let's go ahead and it's gonna be problematic for sewage and water. We're gonna go with a water tower first and foremost. I think we're gonna put our water tower kind of right here, kind of like as the landmark of the city, if you will. I think we're gonna go with... It's pretty big. I think I want to go with a littler one. Or do I want to go with a bigger one? That looks pretty cool. Power is going to be problematic. Do we have power lines? Does this map have power at all coming in? Yeah, right here. Where do you run to? Do you run over to my city? Yes, you do. No, you don't. Oh, man. Okay, so power is going to be problematic until we can expand and hook up into that. That kind of means we need to hook up right away into power. So if we built a temporary power situation, that's $100,000. That's 1/10 of our budget right there. And that means we're going to pollute this whole area going down this way with pollution. And we don't have any... We're going to have to do something. I don't have any other power lines here, right? Nothing. I can't connect to anything outside, right? This is not... Can I? Yeah. Anything else here? Okay, that gives us... We're going to have to spend the money on this power plant. I'm going to put it down here. Man, I really hate to do that. We're going to build a road. That is going to come down here and follow this cliff. That's going to give access to our power plant, which is going to be on this little alley of a road. Or that road right here between these two zones. Yeah, it's going to be right in this area right here. And we're going to call this Cliffside Road Coal Drive. It's going to be a coal power plant. That's what we have to do. We don't have any options. And we're going to put it right here. We have power! Hey, there's a bird. Were you always here, Trippy? And we need water, too. We probably should put this water... You know, I really like having it as a landmark feature, so we're going to put it right here. And I spent a lot of money on power and water starting off in City Skylines 2, which is not something that is good. I do believe we need a... We can connect into here, right? And actually, it might already be connected. It is. So I shouldn't have to do anything. This is all... What's this blue here? This is all power or water? That's all water resources, and that's perfectly fine. Okay. We're going to need shops. We're going to need industry. We're going to be doing those as we go here. Let's do up these developments right here. It's going to be our first people moving in. Let's see how they do. I don't know what we're going to name this street yet, or even this area. Sewage is going to be problematic. I'm thinking right here we're going to have sewage output. Now, eventually that will be moved. We just don't have any other good option right now. Water pumping station. Yeah, we're going to do a sewage output. Right here. Boop. And I am going to have to connect you up. Do I have to use a road to do that? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to connect you here. I might turn this into a dirt road for servicing this. Not that it needs service, but I guess if it catches on fire or something, I don't know if it can or not. I mean, tell me, what part of this is burnable? Especially with liquid flowing through it. Dr. Pepper. No, sorry. Okay, we got some streets here that are popping up and being developed. We're going to need some commercial buildings. I'm kind of thinking about doing that here. I left a little stretch here, but some nice little shops, convenience stores, I think, right along here will be a good thing for our city. Maybe we can do like a little gas station here? I don't know. Oh, that's kind of really small. Just delete that. Okay. So while that's underway, we don't have outside connections. That's fine. It's not a problem. We can sell power, though, maybe, and make a little bit of money as we start out. Try to pay off our power plant. Speed us up and wait for our first citizen to arrive. Who is going to be the first one moving into our city? Got the coal power truck there. Power truck. The coal truck. Oh, we got it's a tie between these two here. We got Rhonda Stevenson and Caitlin Stevenson, an adult and an adult, okay. And we got the Moore family. Very good. And here they are. This is our first official person to actually move in. I want to select you, please. You are a motorcycle.
Huh?
Huh? You are a senior. You're moving in. You're educated. You're pretty poor. Your name is Rose Diaz. 25 Riverbend Street. Well, welcome. Welcome, Rose, to Owlsburg. We would like to welcome you to our fine community that we have established. Got some stores popping up. What do we got here? We got a Calamari Tangle. What? Calamari? So like a sushi fish area? Interior design. Hey, that's a great business. We got lots of homes gonna pop up. They're foreshadowing. We got parking lots coming up. This is good too. Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, we got pharmacy coming in town. We're gonna want new businesses. We're gonna want some industrial businesses at the same time too. So I'm kind of thinking right down here we just do like an industrial stretch. I don't think this would be a horrible thing right here. Are we satisfied with that road size? I think so for right now. I think we will be satisfied, whether we are satisfied or not. Put some businesses in. Living arrangements. Let's get some more people moving in onto this side here. And I'll even do this little house here. I don't know what we're doing with Main Street here, or whatever we have to call this. Let's come down to here, and I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do a bend to this to come down on this side. So let's see if we can do something like that for right now, until I kind of figure out what we actually want to do. We're going to need to put schools and the like in. We could do another little residential area uphill, quite literally, up here. The road coming in. So it's not a good spot to put in another road. I think if we do something like this, I kind of loop up. And we can maybe... Ooh. I don't know. Oh, I actually like that retaining wall. That's very Pittsburgh-esque. Okay. Retaining walls are everywhere in Pittsburgh. Okay. And they're as creepy as can be. I can remember that as a kid. Being scared of retaining walls. You know, I can kind of see this not turning until we get down a little bit. Having that view front property, if you will, up here. I don't think we need to get any closer to the ledge right now. I wonder if we should connect something up to this road, like this one here. As difficult as that might be. No, it's not going to work out quite like I want it to. We're going to put a couple houses up here, though. And this isn't really beachfront property, but I am going to zone it like this to try to get the nicer homes up here. These people are going to have the nicer homes with the pools that are going to kind of overlook the waterway. What the heck are these? Booties, okay. That's for the shipping lane. Okay, it's for the shipping lane. Yes, yes, it is, Swift. Okay. So far, I'm happy. Happy with how this is going. I want to put in some some commercial right along here, and I want to remove commercial here. There we go. And actually, I want to remove that too. Yes, tiny village. We can do some stuff now. Medium density vegetable farming. Got some roads unlocked. Got some buildings that are going to be useful for us. The development, roundabouts, service, advanced road services. You know, I think this is something I want to unlock right away. So we are going to do that. I need to think about health and garbage. We're going to want a little doctor's office somewhere. And I feel that having a medical facility near the highway that might one day be upgraded to a hospital would be good. So I'm not afraid to tear down a medical facility. One of the things I do try to play is I try to limit myself using eminent domain, which is destroying buildings for the city's good. I don't like doing that. If we're gonna do a hospital area or a medical clinic, I don't see. This could be a nice little campus area for that. Medical campus. Well, let's do modern medical clinic. That's 50,000. This is 60,000. Looks really cool. And a small clinic here. You know, we're going to invest in the health of our citizens through this facility. And what we are going to do is do a little parking lot for them. You're going to be able to enter 2 ways. You're actually going to enter down here. Is there a way to put the parking spots on the other side? Sure there is, I just don't know how to do it. Okay, that's a turn. Do a 2-lane road along here. We're going to expect like a lane for emergency vehicles and one for patients. And that's going to exit out here as a 1-lane road. And for our medical, this is going to be parking lot eventually down here when we grow big enough where we are going to need that. This is going to be our medical facility for right now. And they have a little parking lot there. We got additional parking here. This is going to be hospital lane. Really creative right there for right now. But we got our first medical facility. That's going to grow up eventually. We're going to decorate. We are going to decorate this city. So I do like that. And where are you doing? You are a delivery van going to... You're buying stuff. You're buying stuff. Probably medical supplies, right? Your owner is the medical clinic. And let's name our medical clinic. Let's name this... we're going to call this... First... Citizen... Community First Hospital. Because we spent the extra money to actually have a nicer medical facility. So that's what we're calling that. We are going to have a story with our city as things develop. We need a lot more stuff, don't we?
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
Look at these nice houses up here.
But apparently that's not all good news.
We're going to do the same on this side.
Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad.
And then over here,
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological...
we'll put some nicer homes down here.
...which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
We need more workers, so we're solving that problem right now.
I like
We're
the
going to need
sound of
some
that.
dense Housing. I cannot turn my mouse. There we go. Let's grab another road.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question
And
of
with this road,
across the region today. Hope everybody out there has a good one.
I wouldn't mind adding some parking. But that's going to be a little wonky, isn't it? We did parking on one side, 2 ways, but one side parking. That's not a thing. It's going to give... We're still going to be able to utilize this intersection. It's going to be bad in the long run, though. I'm going to do this anyway. No, I'm not. What I'm going to do is we are going to have a larger road right here. Let's do a median. 4-lane road that allows, with a median in the middle, allows traffic on both sides. With a median in the middle. It's fine. And we're going to bring this down to right here. Oops. Okay. And that's going to branch off. And we're going to have a little district over here with parking. And this is going to be our medium density housing. We'll have another section down here of it. I want to extend this road just a little further. I want this to kind of go like this and down this way. Okay. Medium density. We'll build all along here. And we'll build along here. I'm going to do the same over here. I'm not going to build anything right here for the time being. And we're going to call this First Development Drive. I might do a little development zoning tool thing. We, as the city, here's the backstory. If I can make my screen turn. The backstory is going to be, so, industrial area tool, surface area tool. Oh, I can't do district creation yet. Okay. But the city has hired a contractor to come in and to develop this area so that the businesses can get more people into the city. So that's kind of the backstory of this development here. I'm not sure that we need stop signs. So let's just, or red lights rather. Let's do a stop sign. Not the whole, everyone. It's wanting me to do everyone a stop sign. You know, I was hesitant. We might do a traffic mod. TTE, I think is what it's called. I was looking at that, and that might very well be something that we end up doing here in our city. But we'll wait and install that in our next episode. That way we can have a little bit more control over our intersections. I also saw that it is not working. At least that's what it says. It gives me a warning when I try to install that. It's not for this version. But the last update for that mod was on the 22nd. So I have a feeling that, that was yesterday. I have a feeling that it does work. I'm appalled at how healthcare is run. The city is run in this city. You never know if you're going to get... What? we really prided ourselves on our healthcare. We have 18 employees. We're at 101% efficiency. You know, I just want that guy to move out of our city. He doesn't need to be in here. Do we have any patience? Does it tell us patience? Storage is full. Doesn't tell us patience. What are the upgrades for this? Ambulance and extension wing for more patience. So we got we got 0 patience. Who the heck is this guy? Oh, sorry. That is tweeting that you don't like my healthcare. Raymond Nicholas. You, sir, have this giant house, but you're poor. I am appalled. You work at the coal power plant. I am appalled. It looks like he is actually in the house. I'm appalled at him. Okay. We need some more people moving in. We got buildings going up. We got empty spaces available for people to move in. I think we really... Well, we can't really move that any further that way. We might consider doing a development along this side, mirroring this, potentially. If we continue this road down... And let's turn this into a non-divided road from this point on. And this could one day cross the river. I can see this being turned into a bridge. Doing another little grid-style, low-density housing area down here, I don't think is the worst thing that we can do. I think we're going to put our road right here, going into it. They'll have driveways. I'm not worried about parking right now. And then right along here, I think if we did this, put a cul-de-sac here at the end. And then this way, we'll do a cul-de-sac right here too. And this way we will come and we'll have some houses along here with the cul-de-sac right there. I think that'll be okay. Go ahead and zone this out. Fill out this area first. I don't mind doing these ones right now. I think we're going to keep this one a little bit smaller. And same with these. Give people a little bit of a yard. And I think we're just going to do 1, 2, and we're going to keep this one a little smaller too. Okay. That way if we want to do roads and other items down there, we have that option available to us. See, I got traffic problems in my city. And it's all these people moving in is what it is. That's this red light. Do we really need this red light? And I don't have just a way to remove it altogether. I do have a way to remove it altogether. I do. And that does turn that into a yield, which is nice. We'll see how that works for the time being. That's going to be problematic, though, at some point in time, this intersection, I can already tell. And coming off here, we do not need a red light. Or do we need one here? Stop sign, maybe, but I don't want stop signs there. Like, I don't want a four-way stop. Yeah, we definitely need to get that mod back. So in episode 2, we'll deal with our intersections a little bit better. You know, it wants more medium density, but really not feeling the medium density. Um, there's lots of zones here that people can still build in. So I don't know why we need more right now. This could be reserved as a school area. I think that would be a smart thing to do. Let's speed this up a little bit. Get everyone moved in. And then let's do a little strip mall area. We're going to do a larger road into this area. We'll do a median. It's not the button I wanted to press. So a company has requested to develop a little strip mall area. And the city has graciously agreed to this. What's our length here? Can we see that? About 142 yards. That means this needs to go just a wee bit further. That was kind of weird. You know, with that hill there... Is there a hill there? Okay, we're going to do that. And I wish I could turn this into a district of some sort for commercial stuff. Waterfront business. We're gonna keep this styled here. And this is just a little strip mall plaza. And they should put their own parking lots in. I should have made that road parking lots. I just was not thinking at the time. And we don't need a red light there at all. We'll probably end up needing a red light here at some point in time. You should be zoned properly. You should be all zoned and happy. Don't tear down your buildings. There we go.
Thank you for joining us here today at the Atmospheric Piano Jam.
Morris.
I'm Liz Peterson, and I'm your host.
A housing shortage is driving
Morris
prices in the area.
shopping.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently
That's Morris Plaza right there.
We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely
We need
apart from
cemetery
actual
services.
rewards in
Okay.
For example, consider capital.
Right, one final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
I think right in this area we might be able to put in a cemetery.
Abstraction and its effect on the human
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
I don't like
Warm
all that.
temperatures across the region today.
Kinda
Hope
looked.
everybody out there has a good one.
We could put it down here. Yeah, I think we can potentially do that. Across from the hospital might even be better. There's that hillside there. Let's put it right here. And let's name it Hilltop Cemetery. Okay. I don't know if I like how that turned out. Let me see what happens if I extend this road. I'm gonna do a little bit of a retaining wall. I mean, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Wouldn't mind doing some trees around the cemetery here. We just have oak trees? Oak. We'll watch these trees grow up. That'll be really fun to do. So far, our little city is... You know, I'm liking it. Is it perfect? No. No, it's not. I think we definitely need to expand this way for the sake of power lines, if nothing else. We just need access to that power grid so we can export some power, because we are losing money quickly. And we have the option of maybe we're going to have to buy 2 squares in order to do this. I'm not a big fan of that. So what do we have for areas? We've got lots of wheat that we can do in grain. That's going to be great. It's very indicative of this region, so it's doesn't surprise me at all. Shucks, I don't know if I want to buy that now or later. If we buy it now, we can do a little tiny village over here, maybe, because we'll have a decent plot of land. Upkeep is $162,000 per month. Cost is $153,000. So that's gonna eat up our money super fast. I'm not sure that I'm ready to do something quite like that. I do think, though, we will add... Something happened down there. We will add another medium density area. People didn't seem to like this medium density area over here. We're going to hire another developer. So they're going to use a little different of a style of building. They're going to connect into this roadway here. They are going to utilize a one-way road for their building design. And they are going to bring their people in right down here. And we're going to do EU row housing just to see what that looks like. And we're going to call this Apple Development. because it's going to have apple trees planted in front of it. I think the apple tree was... right here. People can just come out of their homes and just pick apples. Boy, this is going to be a pain to mow for the person who has to mow under these trees. Apple trees are a messy tree. I can put it along. I did not know that. Okay, let's do that too. I didn't know that was a thing whatsoever. That excites me to no end. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to change this name here, but that's going to be okay. We're going to say that Apple Development also has acquired this area here. As a result, there are apple trees here. I do it on both sides of the road? What happened to my tree? Can I do it on both? Nope, just one or the other? Is that how that works? Just one or the other? Can't do it on both. I can do it on both. You just don't want me to do it on both, do you? Okay. I do one right in the middle. There we go! We have upgraded. We got a little tea salon that we can put in. Highways, large roads, parking areas. Education. We will upgrade it in a moment. Let's finish what we're doing here. So this will be part of the Apple development. Okay. I don't mind that style. We're gonna do something that is new. They're gonna paint everything white. The trim, what does that do? Not necessarily seen. Oh, that's roof. The roof is going to be lighter gray, and this is doors and trim. Which we're gonna do a brownish door. There, I think that's good. I'm gonna copy that. And I do paste all of this. So this is one of the new features in this game. And this is all done by the same company. That's why we're doing this. There might be different styles of buildings, but this is all one development. So we're going to keep everything uniform that we are able to affect. Very cookie cutter. Very neutral in the white. You know, when I saw this added to the game, I didn't think I'd use it, but I actually kind of like using it for development themes. Yeah, you can definitely tell that those are all part of the same community development. Didn't do that down here. Don't necessarily think I will. And we can also apply the same type of thing to this community if we wanted to. I'll just show you see what that would look like. You know, I do every house in the same. I don't think we're going to. We'll do those two. But Yeah, that would be a possibility. Yeah, you can definitely tell that was added as a development of some sort. That's great. And I don't know if I can add walking paths, but I think we should have a walking path. Or at least... There's going to be a little alley road that connects these two here. And that does maybe change the name. No. We're just going to call this Morris Lane. Because it connects into there. Very good. Very good. I like that. I'm liking that a lot. It is nighttime in our city. I don't know if you guys like having that as an option. Got some waste problems over here. Thought we were exporting waste, but maybe we're not doing that. We are going to go ahead and we need to put in a waste facility. And I think the city dump is going to go here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this road a little bit, just to handle the traffic. And let's go ahead and grab the waste depot. Is going to be on a alley road right outside of this here. And this is going to be Three River Waste Drive. I thought this was called Cole Street. Okay. Let's put in our waste facility, our landfill. That is huge. That is bigger than I thought. And that's going to want to do in the back. So I actually need to go either this side. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to keep that design, but we're going to do just a front street for it.
Alright folks, another quick question. And this comes from Paulette, asking if Shakespeare's quote, "If music be the food of love, play on," was published before Mozart composed Eine kleine Nachtmusik. The answer to that one is yes. The Shakespeare quote is from the late 16th century,
Okay.
while Eine kleine Nachtmusik was composed late in the 18th century.
We will put this here. We will expand the waste facility just right to here for right now. We'll follow it down this cliff into here. We got some parking. And I do think maybe having some parking along, and we don't have parking lots unlocked yet, but that is something that we can upgrade to. I do believe we have that option. So if we go to roads and unlock parking, we can do that. Now we should be able to put parking lots in for our employees, because I'd imagine there's 1 or 2 employees that work here. Just my imagining of this. I don't know how big we need. But I think if we put one right here. Upkeep is $1,800 per month. I That's a single row parking. That's huge. That's also huge. Gravel lot. Yeah, I think that'd be cheaper to... Yeah, it's $600 per month. Medium gravel lot. That is more what I am thinking. Is maybe even doing 2 gravel lots. And that's just where people are going to park. The employees. I think our coal power plant needs a name. Three River Waste is going to be our waste company. Three River Waste. And we're going to call this... Oh... Three River Power Incorporated. And this name did stick, right? Yes. Okay, there is that development. I think we can hide this by putting some industrial buildings right along here, potentially. And what type of buildings are we having right now? We got a calamari. I don't know what that does. Manufacturing fish. They require fish. They make convenience foods. They require timber. They make paper. So, I mean, we need to develop some things. All this stuff is being imported right now, which is not a major problem, but it's not the best thing in the world either. So, we need to keep that in mind. Which way is our moon or our sun? We don't know. I would like to know which way is north, south, east, and west. If I have to, I'll get on a real map and look it up. Because I'd imagine that's going to be the same. Citizens are happy. We need people to move in some more. We don't have any issues in our city right now. So there we go. No issues. We're done. Season finale. No, I'm sorry. Okay. But in all seriousness, we are finished with episode number 1. So go ahead and comment below. And we're going to keep these episodes being posted. I'm going to start scheduling them on YouTube. And I'm hoping to, get up to 100,000 people. And then we'll revisit and see about how we're happy with this city. We'll see if any DLCs come out in the meantime. And yeah, so like and subscribe. I'm SwiftOwl7. This is SwiftOwl7 Gaming. We'll catch you in our next episode.